Hello everyone, welcome to Clarity 16.2.2 Feature Supportability Training. I am Ramakrishna. As part of this section, we will be talking about the enhancements to resource directory in people-centric planning. As part of this release, we are introducing the ability to search on resource name, resource ID, or resource email in resource directory screen. We are also introducing the ability to get the details of the resources that are in circular reference for the data to be corrected and used in people-centric planning. We are also introducing the ability to relabel the person type attribute label with field label. As organizations move from funding work to funding people, understanding how people are organized becomes more important than ever. This functionality focuses on ways to leverage resource information we already have in Clarity to provide visibility into the resource organizational structure based on the resource manager attribute. Having search capability in the screen will increase usability and ease of accessing specific data that can be used to explore further as required. Also, having the information related to circular reference will help organizations to review and correct the data as required. Please note that the resource directory by manager feature is in beta with release 16.2.2. In this demo, we will look at the enhancements to resource directory with respect to search a resource using resource name, resource ID or resource email and get the details of the resources that are in circular reference and relabel the person type attribute label with field label. For the demo purpose, I have logged in as user Ian Arpal and navigated to resource directory screen. In resource directory screen, user is provided with a search input box. User will be able to type the resource first name, resource last name or resource ID or resource email of the person being searched and fetch the details. Each key press creates a matched result drop-down list below the input box. Inputting G will return everyone with a first name, last name, ID or email that contains a G. Activating any result will clear the search input and then the UI will center on the person selected along with the details of the manager, peers, and reportees if any. The same information can be viewed in Resource Navigator. User will be able to search on both active and inactive resources. In this example, Wayne Hill is an inactive resource and I am searching for that resource. When we click on Wayne Hill, the resource tile is going to be centered and the same information you can see it on Resource Navigator. Please note that list would display inactive resources, that is Wayne Hill, even when the include inactive people flag is disabled. Tooltips for the icons on the badges is introduced in 16.2.2 release. As we can see, hovering on this particular badge shows the tooltip that investments are 171, team investments are 8 and direct reports are 9. In this way, we can search for a resource in resource directory screen. resource directory will not display the resources that are having circular reference. Let us look at an example. As we can see, Smith Kevin and Stewart Dan are having a circular reference. That is, Smith Kevin is reporting to Stewart Dan and Stewart Dan is reporting to Smith Kevin. Now let us try to search for Smith Kevin. We will not be able to display the details in resource directory because it has a circular reference. In 16.2.2, we introduced the functionality to provide the information related to circular references that prevent the affected resources to appear in resource directory. In Classic, when we go to refresh resource directory job, we can see the changes or enhancements that have been done. We enhanced the refresh resource directory job that populates resources in the directory structure to report any circles present in the data for admin to work upon. Job will provide a downloadable link to download the data in CSV format. Admin can use purge document job to purge all such generated documents as needed. A job parameter skip circular report is provided to turn off the generation of resource circular reference report. Now let us run the job and look at the result. The job is completed. Now let us look at the log of the completed job. As we can see, the message in the log says some resources failed to import due to circular references. Please visit the link valid for 7 days for details. User can copy paste the link in a browser and download the report containing the details of circular reference. The downloaded report will have details like resource ID, full name and resource directory path. In this way, admin can view information related to circular references that prevent the affected resources to appear in the resource directory. Some of the Clarity customers relabel the attribute person type. So in 16.2.2, we introduced the capability to relabel the person type attribute level to get reflected in resource directory. So user can use the relabel option in attributes workspace under administration and relabel person type attribute. So I have provided a label employment type to person type attribute of resource object. The same thing will get reflected in resource directory view options. This change is also reflected in Resource Explorer view options. This concludes the resource directory enhancements session. Thank you.